You know, I'm not sure how much sound comes over the mic. I'm chuckling away to myself, or making, that's funny noises. But I'm not being. I'm just not. I'm always paranoid about how much the mic picks up.
Don't see crack. You talking to the Jarls?
No, went to his chambers to prepare your promised reward, no doubt.
If you've a spell witcher, perhaps you'd fancy some fisticuffs with the Vilcards. Loosen up your joints after your journey.
Maybe later.
What do you witchers do once there are no basils, clashing, giants around?
Come on, try me!
That's a fair point, but to be honest, they're probably just gonna keep. Probably not gonna. I'm not sure if that's gonna be too much of a concern. Witchers don't typically die of old age, and there seems to be plenty, monsters around just pouring out of cracks. So it seems like it's kind of a, he'll stay employed for a long time to come. No witchers ever died of old age, so it's unknown how old they can live to be.
Greetings, Berna. Feast not to your liking?
This is no feast. It's a farmer's market where votes are bought and sold like sheepskins.
But so basically, probably, them running out of things to hunt, probably not going to be an issue. It's more likely for, the Witchers to run out first. Then again, Nilfgaard has set up their own production of Witchers, as far as I know. Remember at the end of Witcher 2, there were talk of, re-establishing that school the Assassin Kings was in. So, yeah, at least the school's wolf is destroyed. Not sure, about any of the others. Certainly doesn't seem like they're in production, but who knows about Nilfgaard, But anyway, yeah, basically it seems more likely that the Witchers will run out before the Beasties do. Like, it's unknown how long Witchers live, but there seems to be absolutely plenty of Beasties pouring out of every nook and cranny. So, and even if Witchers are immortal, none have ever, like age-wise, they all die in combat, So, it's not really a concern of them running out, They'll probably bide it long before they do, even if they do live forever.
Svanrig is not going to vie for support.
Bran's son will not haggle for a crown that is his by right.
Far as I know, crown goes to the claimant who gains the most votes.
That is the tradition, but not all traditions are good. The Isle's care should be entrusted to a single family.
I kind of went around in circles with that point, but you got it well enough.
Take it you have a specific family in mind.
Of course. Bran was the best king Skellige's seen in centuries. The throne should pass on to Svanrig, his true-born son, and then on to his sons.
I missed out on my chance to say the other thing, but whatever.
What's wrong with voting for your king?
Take a walk. Listen and you'll understand. The claimants already hand out land, promise privileges, titles, favourable judgments. They behave like whores lifting their skirts for every passerby. A king by the grace of votes is no ruler, but a debtor. This must end. We must start by placing Bran's firstborn son on the throne. I hope the Jarls will see the wisdom of it.
Get a chance to say it anyway. Yeah, it does seem sketchy if people just, buying votes like that. But restructure campaign promises, Yeah, it is sketchy, but, hereditary kingship, not really that much better.
Leaving Caer Trolda?
Tomorrow at daybreak. Enjoy yourself, Master Geralt.
Stephen. Come. I've been waiting for you. So, feast to your liking? Any better than your continental balls?
Definitely more to drink.
Aye, there is. Rolled all of it out of my cellars. Double meads, triple, Cintrian plum brandy, a Hackerman spirit that burns the mouth like boiling water. Clan on Crate knows the meaning of hospitality.
Something tells me there's a purpose to your hospitality.
Aye, there is. In the Isles, mead and meat stand to gain you as much support as feats accomplished blade in hand.
If that's true, you can rest easy about how the vote will turn out.
I'll rest easy on the morrow, when the crown rests on one of my children's heads.
Feeling torn between Yalmar and Ceres?
You mean, do I have a favorite? Nay. They're as different as fire and water. But on Crate blood flows in both.
Between you and me, Yalmar's not too hot-headed to be king.
Depends on the kind of king you have in mind. Want one who'll send emissaries, move figurines about a map, calculate the most profitable option? And yes, he's too hot-headed. And Skellige wants a different ruler. The kind who'll drown Nilfgaard in blood. Sooner jump into a fire than surrender. And that is Hjalmar.
If you escalate your attacks, you stand to infuriate Emir. Could regret it someday.
In Skellige, we spit on the notion of peace at any cost.
They have a point. Peace at any cost with Nilfgaard means becoming part of Nilfgaard. But at the same time, look at the Scoia'tael Isles. They aren't much to them. Nilfgaard's empire is huge. I've never seen a map of it. I'm not sure if there is a map of it. An official one anyway, like. But it's an empire. We've been seeing kingdoms. I think you have to have so many kingdoms. You know, it has to be, you know, yay big to be an empire. And yeah, it's the Scoia'tael Isles. I doubt they have the manpower to deal with such a thing. Still, hit and run attacks, you know, like guerrilla actions would be effective to one degree or another. Of course, would they actually go for such a thing? I know, you know, they seem kind of the sort to, you know, gore your death, you know.
Think the Council of Jarls will dare to put a woman on the throne?
If you'd asked me some months ago, I'd have laughed in your face. But today I see, and I'm not alone, that Ceres has something as rare on the Isles as a hot summer. Patience. Others act, then think. She's different. She thinks things through. The for, the against. But once she takes action, not a force in the world could stop her.
Promised me a reward for helping your children.
And I aim to keep my word. Here. This bauble's been in the family for generations. I give it to you for helping ensure the line endures.
Beautiful craftsmanship. Thanks.
I'm the one.
That's hopefully good.
Damn it. I must probably started another row.
That's not Yalmar. Let's go.
Has Madman Lugo just invaded? Yep. Shit, that bear was actually two. No wonder that guy was just destroyed. Where's the tables gone? Probably teleported him out. Yeah, just Dev's probably just they probably moved them for it, so we have bits to move around here. It'll be annoying finding something this big with no real room to maneuver. That or in the fighting they got moved. One's in outer game reason, the other's in game reason. Growth for kingship!
Cloth! Give me some cloth! Gotta stop the bleeding! Quick! Take my cloak. Hold on, son. You'll pull through. A shark grabbed my leg once. Albion!
He's dead.
Crack! Where'd those bears come from, huh? Answer! Now!
Careful how you speak to my dad.
Stow your blade, pup, or Crack will lose a son too. You insult me, Lucas, and now you threaten my son. I will not stand for this. Dad, come here. Come on! Put you down like a rabid dog.
Calm down. Calm down. Enough blood's been spilled. Someone brought these beasts here to murder our sons and brothers. We cannot restore their lives. But we can. We must avenge them. This burden falls upon the host and his offspring.
He was one of the guys we had to chat with earlier, wasn't he? It's been a month since I played. I'm not remembering too well.
Find the guilty on Crate. Find and kill them. Else your clan will be cursed for 100 generations to come.
They both turned to look at growth simultaneously.
Anybody see how the bears got in?
Don't matter. I know where to find the guilty already.
Wait! Are you mad? You're gonna kill folk before we've learned what happened.
Learn all you want. Meantime, I'll go wash the shame off our clan.
Hey, the Jarls aren't listening anymore. Stop playing the hero and think for a second.
Our honor's at stake, sis. I can't wait.
But when he saw the honor by killing the wrong person,
Listening to me. Someone let those bears in. We must know who, and the answer lies somewhere in this room.
I'm with her. And to be honest, I'm in favor of her. The other guy is too hot-headed. He might make a good general. He might make a good military guy. You know, have him organize some strikes. Have him, you know, he's very fiery, you know? Might be good in, you know, in a maybe slightly restricted role there, you know? In a restricted role there. But she actually has patience and a bit of logic. He's just gonna go kill someone and blame it on them. The real murderer getting away, the real butcher getting away, and in all honesty, his clan honor not being cleaned and him adding to it. Of course, it's all about perception. You know, you doll a person up as the murderer, the honor is restored, even though in reality you've tarnished it further. But whatever.
You're right, Ceres. I'll help you.
Thanks.
Fine. See you when I return with the traitors' heads.
Thankfully, he's ineffective in a fight.
I'll stay here. Someone must see to everything. Summon the healer, hand the fallen over to their families. Wolf, I thank you.
Ever see anything like that?
No, and I hope I never will again.
Where'd the bears come from? We were all laughing, eating, drinking. Suddenly, a massacre. Torrents of blood on the walls.
What happened before the massacre? Be precise.
Young Lucas bet he could empty a barrel of beer in one go. He climbed on a table, grabbed a pony keg of centering wheat, and started chugging. His throat bulged like a blowfish, face went red, but he kept drinking. Folks started banging their tankards on the table, shouted, "Lugos, Lugos." Then, from the other side of the room, we heard this roar. We turned in unison as if a coxswain had called. They were there. They were already there. Folks closest to the bears didn't even manage to draw their weapons. They were ripped to shreds.
We'll avenge them, I promise.
I wonder. I'm blaming Madman Lugos for it. His son, you know, doing that at that time seems like a good distraction, you know? And his hatred for the Uncrate is well known. But of course, you know, the lady who just stormed out, she is a bit of a suspect as well. Think about it. She thinks her son should be made, you know, ruler. Or at least her now dead husband's son. He had a few wives, it seemed. You know, he should be made ruler. And it should be voted on. And what better way to destabilize a place to slot in a monarch rather than an elected monarch than by slaughtering all the noble families and their direct relatives, or their relatives, you know, slaughtering fathers, sons, maybe even a few daughters like her, you know. What better way to destabilize a place enough to achieve what you want? So she is a suspect, certainly. Notice the guy in the background's frozen. These two aren't.
Know who died?
Drogadar, Drakeborn Du, Blue Boy Lugos, Yalborn, Ottrig. Take some time, mention them all. I heard you helped Lugos, as you helped me with the Heya.
But you could name the claimants to the throne who survived in one breath. You, Hjalmar, and Svanrige.
What are you saying?
Nothing, just yet.
Oh, damn it, Blue Boy died. So, I thought it was Madman then. I thought Blue Boy had survived. Then again, with Madman's Madman, maybe he and depends how mad he is, you know? Maybe that clears him off as a suspect, unless it was a ploy gone wrong.
We've talked enough. Let's look around.
Let me know what you find. I'll speak to the others. Maybe someone saw more than I did.
Who the hell can set bears loose? Because that's a difficult thing to do. These bears were...
How'd they get in?
Would these have been trained bears? So they wouldn't have mauled their handlers? Because I doubt they could just airdrop in some wild bears. Who the hell trains bears? Was it druids?
Alright. What do we have here? Bear's head, but the tongue's short, like a human's. Mouth smells of honey liqueur. Mead. And something else. Something earthy. Bears like honey, before it's fermented. Strange.
Werebears. Bear dudes.
Something under the
Amish
fur.
porn.
Tattoo. Shape of a bear paw. Old scar. Looks like it was sutured.
Yeah, werebears.
Half man, half bear. Something like a lycanthrope.
Barotrope.
No full moon, so something else caused the transformation. Maybe something he ate or drank. Mead. Mead with an earthy aroma. Need to check the horns, tankards, and bowls.